There's a quote that says, "You can't change someone who doesn't see an issue with their actions." So if you're trying to get someone to change their actions, you need to show them what they're missing out on before they will actually do anything. I'm Sanj and welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that helps you master your mindset so you can navigate life's changes and reach new heights to help you master your life with easy to implement techniques and tips. If you get something from this episode, please share it with someone who you think would benefit, and I would also really appreciate it if you could leave me a rating or review. So, as I said, there are people around you who you want them to change their behavior. You want them to change their mindset. You want them to change because you know that they have so much more potential. You know that they have so much more in them and they're just holding themselves back. So that's what we're talking about today, empowering others to change their actions even when you're already on the right path. So the only one way to change someone's mind is to connect with them from the heart. And there's one way you can do this. It's natural to want those around us to align with our positive behaviors and our choices, especially when we're bettering ourselves. When we're on the path of personal growth, you want to bring others along with you. You want to help them see what they're missing out on. And so when you're making these changes in your life, of course you want to bring those nearest and dearest to you. You want to do it because you care about those people and you want them to experience the same level of fulfillment, the same level of success, the same level of growth as what you're experiencing. You want them to grow with you. You want them to be by your side. You want them to actually move along with you, improve themselves as you do. And you also want your relationship to thrive because when your values are aligned and then your actions are aligned as well, what it does is it fosters understanding and connection within the relationship, whether that be friendships, romantic, professional. So when you actually start growing and you start to bring everyone else up with you, you want to align your values. You want them to have the same values as you. So again, they can help you and you can help them on the journey. And then finally, you want to you desire change and you want others to change with you, because when everyone around you is striving for improvement, it actually creates a positive ripple effect in everyone who that reaches, in your friends, family, communities. So when you start improving yourself, when you start pushing yourself to become the best version, you're going to keep trying to bring others along with you. You're going to want those nearest and dearest to you to experience what you experience. You're going to want them to be happy. You're going to want them to succeed because you want them. You want to build that closeness because you know that if you're in a better place and they're in a better place, you know that actually your relationship can be better too. And you also know that the positive impact that it can have on every single person you come across then. But it doesn't work that way. And despite your best intentions, people will often resist making those changes or taking any actions. And it could be for so many different reasons. When you have these people who you're trying to get them to change, they're going to be fearful. They're going to fear the unknown because with change, it can be intimidating as it requires stepping out of their comfort zone. So they're going to be facing uncertainty. They're not going to be sure about it. They're not going to be certain. They're not going to actually feel comfortable doing it because it's something they may never have done before. They may actually not even have the motivation because they don't understand what the benefits or the rewards are of making this change. So when they actually don't understand, then they don't want to make this change because they don't have any reason to do it. They don't see what benefit it's going to bring to their life. The next one, again, it goes with the fear of the unknown. It's the attachment to the familiarity. So people are often resistant to change because they're comfortable with their current habits, their current routines. Even if it's not serving them well, it's something that actually they're comfortable with. They know they're actually in safe space. Maybe they don't want to actually change those things around them. Maybe they're not at that point yet where they want things to change. And then the next one could be actually maybe they are scared. Maybe they're fearing failure because we're trying something new or something different. It can actually lead to failure. And people don't want that. People are scared of failing for how it may make them look, for how it may make them behave, for how it may make others perceive them. So what you need to remember is, even though you want this person to change, you're trying to bring them along on the journey, they're going to have 101 reasons not to change. So what your job is, if you want to actually get them to change, if you want them to actually think about doing things differently, changing their behaviors, changing their mindset, what you need to do first is to show them that the change is not only possible, but it's desirable. You have to show them what they're missing out on. That is the best way to actually show them and get them to change. Because when you demonstrate the possibility of change, what happens is it starts to ignite hope, it ignites inspiration, and it starts to motivate others to take the same action that you're taking, because then they want to experience their own transformation. They want to move towards their own transformation, become the better version of themselves. They see what you're getting, they see what you're doing and what's different in your life. They're going to want that too. Think about it. If your overweight friend tells you, come to the gym with me, you're not going to think, oh yeah, you're not going to be comfortable with going with them. You may be like, you know what, don't worry about it. But if you see them 6 months later and all of a sudden they're ripped, they've lost weight, they're in the best shape of their lives, they're happier, they're actually a whole new person, you're going to be asking them, what have you done? What did you do differently? Because they have then shown you actually what you're missing out on, what you're not getting, what they're doing that you're not, what they've got which you haven't. So you lead by example, be a living testament to the positive changes which you're telling them. Because when they see those tangible results of your actions, they'll be more inclined to follow suit. They'll be more inclined to actually take those same actions and again move up with you. Share your success stories, highlight to them real life examples of people who have actually successfully made similar changes, who have experienced the benefits that you're experiencing. Personal anecdotes are particularly compelling. So if you're on the journey or have completed the journey, telling them of your journey would actually be even more inspiring to them. The next thing you can do is actually make sure you're there for them. So if you're there trying to get them to change, if you're trying to get them to do something different, make sure that you offer them the tools, the resources, and the guidance and support that they may need on their journey. Make sure that you're a source of encouragement and accountability. You're there to support them. You're there to push them through when they don't want to go to the gym, when they don't want to do what it is you're doing. You have to be there to help them. You cannot say to them, okay, you know what, this is what you need to do. See you later. You need to make sure you're there for them. Create a vision of the future that they could achieve. When you paint a vivid picture of the possibilities that await, it actually helps them envision what their life is going to be like. Oh yes, they're going to envision a more fulfilling future, a more desirable future, one which they're going to wake up excited about every single morning. You're going to be there telling them, cheering them on, being their cheerleader. And you're going to be showing them this, you're going to be painting this amazing picture of what they're going to get at the end of this journey. And then as well, the final thing you can do is actually celebrate progress with them, acknowledge it, celebrate the small steps and achievements that they've made. Because if you're the one telling them they need to make these changes, you've got to be their biggest supporter. You've got to be there when they've made some of these changes, when they're when they're achieving these results. Positive reinforcement goes a long way in reinforcing your desired behaviors. It works not only with adults, but with kids as well. So if you're looking not just to change your friends' attitudes, your friends' mindset, your friends' actions, you're trying to change your kids, this is how you can do it as well. For example, if you want to get your kids to be readers, you make sure you're a reader. Make sure that you're showing them that books are great, they're exciting, they're creative, they give you all these different aspects of and perspectives to think about. And that is how then your kids will be thinking, oh, I'm missing out by doing this. So they're more likely to become readers. But remember as well, when you're on your journey to influence others, it is crucial that you recognize that change takes time and effort. So you have to be patient and persistent in your approach. Understand that not everyone will be receptive to change immediately. It may not happen at first. It may take 6 months. But if you keep showing them and they keep seeing what they're missing out on, if it's something that they want, they're going to eventually change. They're going to come to you and say, how did you do it? What did you do differently? Yeah, so remember that your ability to influence others positively stems from your own commitment to your growth and your change. So by embodying the change you wish to see in others and showing them the possibility, what that transformation entails, you can inspire them to take the action towards their own personal growth, their personal evolution. So how can you lead by example and inspire others around you to embrace positive changes? Who do you want to inspire? And what do you want to inspire them to do? It's your mindset. You need to be fixed on your personal growth and you hoping that others will follow you. So remember, your mindset shapes your reality. You master it and you'll master your life. My mission is to make a positive impact on this world, and I sincerely hope you can help me do that by liking, by following, and by sharing this podcast with others. So until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep mastering your mindset to master your life. Thank you.